Proceeding, we came to the Purong guest house. We will be staying here for 2 days. We went to bank for exchange of currency from dollar to yuan. I set my clock 2 hours 30 minutes faster. After lunch, we went to the market and bought things according to our requirements. I bought 3 plastic jerrycans for carrying holy water of Mansarovar and Gaurikund. Early this morning, we set out for Darchen by car. On road, we saw the Rakshas Tal. Legend goes that Rakshas Tal have originated from the sweat of Ravana. No one touches its water. Its circumference is 65 kilometers. We are proceeding, sooner we will see our dream. The Mansarovar. We came off the car in a hurry and stood at the bank of the lake. That the dream is going to be true, I was overwhelmed. So far, which was in mind, painted with the brush of imagination, is now a reality. With all this running in mind, I took a dip in a holy water, the lake of pilgrimage. Tears being drenched in the joy of realizing something beyond the universe, in which once Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara had their births, is enough to generate the sensation. I offered water in remembrance of my ancestors. I captured several photographs of Mansarovar and its adjacent Kailash in all possible frames to my heart's content. In mind, I am grateful to the Almighty, to all the deities for allowing me the pleasure of coming here, as I believe that I am void of any capability of making it up. I offer thousands obeisances at your feet. Staring enchanted at the Mansarovar, I felt bad for my family members. Had they been here, things would have been better. I returned to the realm of reality at the voice of the liaison officer. He hurried me for the bus and told me to see Manas as much as I want to from Togo. As of now, he called me off for Darchen. We ate handmade chapatis here and went for Ostapod. here the first Tirthankar Rishi Rishabh gave off his last breath. Both Hindus and Jains worship this place and do their customized burnt offerings. Rishabh did cross the 8 hills in 8 steps and meditated here.
Jaya Jaya Shiva Shambhu, Jaya Jaya Shiva Shambhu.
Tomorrow we will be going to Derafuk. We became used to the early rising. Still, we woke up late today. After having breakfast, we headed to Derafuk. On going for some distance by car, we reached the Jamduar. Legend goes that one who crosses Jamduar overcomes the fear of death for good. The journey begins on the acclivity. The Brahmaputra is flowing between the two cliffs. It was cloudy. Stormy winds with a speed of 120 to 130 miles per hour is blowing. Moving with them is really arduous. On our route, we saw the west face of Lord Kailash, where we can see him in resting posture. We reached Derafuk at 1:30 p.m. I saw the Lord Kailashpati and offer my prayers. The total peak was covered with clouds. It was my ill luck. We cannot see his charming and glorious view. I took some dry foods and rested and started for Charan Sthal. On way to Charan Sparsh, I saw the brightened Kailash peak for a few minutes. Took photographs to my heart's content so that my family members could at least see them. It's like a god's face. An incarnation not created of man or of any element. Rather, underneath the canopy of the blue firmament, a lofty structure whom the nature itself has designed. The shape of the Adolf of Shiva, coronated with snow, and it seems that this king is being served with the fly whisks of white clouds. I thought of capturing on lens Mount Kailash during the sunset. But alas, might the Almighty Lord had no wish of disclosing that beauty. We started off much early this morning on the arduous route for Dolma. 26 kilometers further a place.